My name is Benjamin Ramos. I'm a sophomore at Texas A&M University. I am a construction science major, and I'm having to take a speech class at OC, and that is what this is all about. I am going to be speaking to you about hurricanes today. The reason I picked hurricanes is because this past semester there at College Station I had the privilege of being a volunteer for the evacuees of Hurricane Ike. People from Houston and Galveston came and stayed there at College Station in Reed Arena for a couple of weeks, and the students actually from Galveston stayed there a whole semester because the damage was so bad. It really gave me a perspective and really opened my eyes to the amount of people hurricanes do affect. And to give you a better perspective on that, I'm going to put you in their shoes. So imagine yourself at your house in Houston watching your favorite television show with your family. Your television show breaks for commercials and you just flip through the channels. As you're flipping through the channels, you stumble across the news, and you see the weatherman there predicting that Hurricane Ike is going to sweep through your hometown Houston and totally wipe it out. So with that being said, you take immediate actions and start doing all the evacuation procedures that you've already planned out. You board up the windows, you pack, and you leave. On your way out, you turn on the radio just to make sure as far as how much time you have, and the radio stations are dishing out cities' names that the evacuees can go to. And one of those cities is College Station. And because it's the most convenient, it's the shortest amount of time traveling, you choose College Station. So you arrive at College Station that Thursday before the hurricane hits, and you come in and you navigate through College Station and you find your check-in point. And as you're stepping out of the vehicle, you notice that there's two cadets there from A&M that are volunteers that point you in the right direction and sends you on your way. Well, being one of those cadets helped me see the importance of knowing what a hurricane is, what the parts of a hurricane are, and what procedures need to be taken to protect yourself from a hurricane. So with that being said, I'm going to inform you about how a hurricane is formed. A hurricane is formed when warm tropic water starts to vaporize and starts building up humidity. This humidity rises and it forms a cloud cover that is thunderstorms, basically. And once this happens, winds come in over that hot oceanic water and hit each other. And as it hits each other, the winds rise and then they fall around that cloud cover that has previously been formed. Once that has happened, and once this process just continues, that spiral rotation starts to happen, and then the winds start to build, and it starts to move, and it starts to make the hurricane's path. Now, after it's formed, the parts of the hurricane that we need to know about are the eye and the eye wall. The eye is the center of the hurricane. It is the part where everything else rotates around. This is the calmest part of the storm. You would kind of think it'd be opposite, but it's not. It's the calmest part of the storm. There's no wind, there's no rain. It's completely still, calm. Now on the outside of that is the eye wall. The eye wall is the most deadliest part of the hurricane. It has the deadliest and the strongest winds, the most rains, and that's when the damage and all the tearing up happens is in that eye wall. Now, since we know how it's formed and the parts of the hurricane, we're going to know about the procedures and the safety measures that need to be taken for the hurricane. If you are in the area of the hurricane, you need to evacuate immediately. you should already have a evacuation plan planned out in your head with your family, and just go through those steps. First of all, you need to board up your windows. You need to make a first aid kit. You need to have food, have water, at least for 3 days. You need to have radios, flashlights, and batteries. Make sure you can use those to check on the weather and see where the hurricane is, what spots it's at. Second of all, when the hurricane is over you, you need to make sure that you stay inside. You don't need to be playing outside or looking outside. The wind and the rain could just totally annihilate you. You need to make sure that you listen to the weather at all times. And with that being said, we know how a hurricane is formed, we know the parts of a hurricane, and we know the measures that need to be taken when a hurricane hits and when a hurricane is over us. With that being said, a hurricane is a very, very dangerous storm that needs to be taken seriously. And with the knowledge that we have of hurricanes, and we know what we're battling now, and we know how to battle them with the safety precautions, we should be safe if we follow those steps. Now, with that being said, is there any questions that need to be addressed?
No.
No.
All right.
That was good.
Thanks.
Appreciate y'all's attention, and thank you.